We are here this morning in the beautiful fields of Tulip Town down in Skagit Valley in Washington State. We are Dementia Support Northwest. We are a local registered nonprofit 501c3, and we are just doing our very best to get our caregivers and those affected by dementia some tools and resources. Who's not stressed right now, right? Even if you're not a caregiver. I was just talking to somebody the other day. If you are not caring for somebody else, self-care is huge. So everybody is a caregiver, essentially. And we have Denise Weeks here providing us some yoga, and she's going to follow it up with some dementia-friendly instruction at the end. So Denise, without further ado, take it away.
Hello, welcome everybody. My name is Denise. I am a yoga teacher, and I am a caregiver, and I am also an author. I have written a book about my caregiving. It's called Mantra, Repitition in the Land of Alzheimer's. And so this brings together for me the yoga practice that is often sustaining me in my caregiving. And so I thought I would lead you through some yoga poses that you can do with the person you are providing care for, or by yourself. So I think either way that would be fine. And if you have a chair to sit in, that could be great. If you're comfortable sitting on the floor, that's totally fine. And if you could have some kind of scarf or belt, that might be helpful with these stretches that we're going to do today.
And Denise, real quick, those of you listening, can you leave a comment or give me a like sign if you can hear her all right? We want to make sure you guys can hear. Perfect. All right. There we go.
Okay. So start in an upright position, sitting up tall in your chair or cross-legged on the floor. Roll your shoulders up and back. So whether you are with the person you are giving care for, or possibly in this time you are in a forced isolation away from the person you give care for, it's important that you take some time for yourself. It's important that you move throughout the day, of course, but if you can give yourself about 20 minutes, really just to focus in on how your body is feeling, how you are feeling, and give yourself time to connect with yourself, with your breath. So sitting up tall, we can start to take some deeper breaths, and we'll breathe in and then exhale through your mouth to start. So inhale to the count of 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. And continue another few cycles of that breath. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. And now breathe in and out through your nostrils, and just let that breath become a little quieter. Your eyes might be open or they might be closed. Maybe use the inhalation breath to bring in a little bit more lift of your chest. And try to use the exhalation breath as an opportunity to relax your upper back, your shoulders. And then just take in whatever sounds you're hearing. So the sounds of my voice, the feeling, the temperature of the room you're in. Maybe you're hearing the sounds of the birds here. So just really come into the moment. And then if your eyes are closed, you can open your eyes. And now interlace your fingers and give your hands a little squeeze. Squeeze your palms, and then open your palms toward the screen. Drop your shoulders and lift your chest. And then bring your hands back close, and now observe which way you crossed, and then change the interlace. It's a good brain exercise to Change the hands. Press the palms away. Drop your shoulders. Lift your chest. And then again, bring your hands in close and change the interlace of your fingers. Squeeze the hands. Press the hands away. Drop the shoulders. Lift your chest. And now as much as you're able to with your shoulders, take your palms up. Reach up through your palms and stretch gently side to side. Stretching over to the left and then back up into the middle, reaching up, and then bring your palms back down. So this is a good one to do throughout the day. It's nice to stretch the palms, drop the shoulders, and if it's hard to take your arms up, then just go ahead and bend your elbows and place your knuckles right on your head and just move your elbows slightly back. And this is a really nice chest opener, and you can turn gently side to side. Make sure you're not straining your neck, just letting your head turn with your torso. And then again, press your palms up toward the ceiling, stretching through your side, and again, just slightly lean to the right, and then lean to the left, pressing up, and bring your hands back down. So as we know about this time and this disease that's going around, we want to keep our lungs really nice and supple so that we can breathe deeply, we can have a nice full breath cycle. So let's move over to the edge of the chair, just so that you're a little bit more to one side. Take one leg out to the side. Keep your hand on your knee. We're taking one arm up now, and then a little bit of a deeper stretch over to the side. So see if you can feel a movement through your whole side body, through your ribs. If you can straighten the arms, straighten and reach. And then reach back up. And then bring that arm down. Now let's move over to the other side of the chair, just so one leg can be pointing out to the side. Take your right arm up, reach up, and then lean over onto your left knee, stretching. Again, if this top arm can be straight, straighten it. That gives you a nice side stretch through the waist, through the ribs. And then reach all the way back up and bring your arm down. Now sitting close to the front edge of your chair so that you have room behind you, we're going to twist. Put your left hand on your right knee. Take your right hand behind you on the chair. Take a smooth full breath in. As you exhale, kind of pull with your left hand and turn to the right. I'll keep looking at you, but you can let your head turn with your body. Come back to the middle. Put your right hand on your left knee. Put your left hand somewhere behind you. Hold the chair if you need to. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, a little bit of a pull with your right hand. Turn to the left. And just let your head follow. And back into the middle. Roll your shoulders up and back a few times. Again, making your chest broad and open. And then let's turn again. Put your left hand on your right knee. Put your right hand behind you. Take a smooth breath in and turn. This time, allow your head to follow, but think of it as moving from your jawbone. So don't strain the muscles of your neck, but just slightly turning, looking. Release, come back, always pause in the middle, roll your shoulders back, and then put your right hand on your left knee. Take a smooth breath in, exhale, turn, and let your head follow. Again, as if you're leading from your jawbone, so that your neck muscles don't get tense. Come back into the middle, roll Roll your shoulders up and back, and let's do the hands one more time. Interlace the fingers, give a squeeze, press the palms away, drop your shoulders, and then take your arms straight up. Take a smooth breath in, exhale, reach up, and then bring your arms back down. Okay, if you are chair bound, you can do some of these poses sitting in your chair. You can just use your legs like this in your chair. If you're able to stand, come up out of your chair and have your chair so that you can hold on to it. Okay, or you know what, you can use a wall as well. If you're standing next to a wall or a table or a couch, anything that you just can have a little stability. And stand with your feet together. Maybe you're at home, you're barefoot. That's great. I would be barefoot normally. I'm in my tennis shoes. Roll your shoulders back, stand up tall, and we'll play with a little bit of balance. Lift your right leg up, taking the knee a little bit higher. Lift your chest. And then if you want to, just momentarily, you can release hold, play with your balance, and then hold on and step your foot back to the floor. Ready? Stand up tall, lift your chest. Now lift your left leg, pull the foot up, pull the knee up. And you can stay here holding on to your chair, or maybe play with your balance. So when you feel movement, that's good. Your ankle moves, your knee, your thigh muscles all have to move. And then come back to standing. Both feet in the floor, roll your shoulders up and back. And now let's take the arms. Let's see if my shirt stays down. Take your arms up, reach up, take a smooth breath in, and now take your arms out to the sides. If you're with your loved one, maybe you want to touch hands now, hold hands, lift your chest, and then press your arms back down. Okay, let's try that again. Holding on, lift your right leg up. See if you can balance for a moment. Look at something that's stable in front of you. And then put the right foot back down. Stand up tall, lift your chest. Bend your left leg, lift the foot up, lift the leg up. Keep your chest upright. And maybe play with your balance for just a moment. And then put your foot back down on the floor. Stand up tall. Take your arms forward and up. Again, if this ever is hard on your shoulders, then only go so far as you can go. That's fine. Reach up, arms out, and down. Now, face your chair, or your table, or your wall. Remember, this chair could move, so just be light with the chair. Just take a few steps back, and see if you can do a forward bend, keeping the legs straight, keeping the spine long. So this is excellent to open up the backs of your knees, low back getting stretched. And then lift up and step one foot forward and bend the front knee. So now you're stretching through the back leg. If you can keep that back heel down, open up the back of your knee, the back of your calf. And then we'll step back. Step your right foot back. Take your trunk low. And then lift your trunk and step your left foot forward. You want that knee to stay over the heel. Push your heel back into the floor and lift your chest up. So if you've been sitting a lot, this is so nice to open up the back of your knee. And then step back, come back one more time. Take your trunk down, lengthen through your spine. And then come back up, take both feet forward. Again, you could do this on the back of a couch. Roll your shoulders back. If you have a large bathroom, you could do it in your bathroom. Take your arms out to the sides, all the way back up, reach up, and then turn your palms and press the air down. Now if that felt pretty good, you could have a slightly lower surface. So if you were on the back of your chair, now maybe you can come to the seat of the chair. And let's try that one more time. Put your hands here right on the corners of something firm and walk back and see if you can take your trunk a little bit lower. If the answer is no, that's fine. See if you can stretch. Maybe you keep your knees bent here. That's fine. And then walk forward. Stop in front of your chair. Come onto your fingertips. Shoulders back. Chest forward. And then bend your knees. And then see, can you take your hands off the chair? So this is going to be very strength building. Reaching forward, looking down. And then straighten your legs. Reach up. Inhale, exhale, and bring your arms down. So one thing I like to have all of my yoga students do, I teach at Yoga Northwest, is at the beginning of the quarter, we all sit in a chair, and for here you'd want your chair against a wall, so you know the chair wouldn't move. And we just practice, can we get up out of a chair without using too much arm strength? So first start with your hands on your knees, look straight forward, and then see, can you come up out of your chair to a standing position? And then can you go back to your chair without actually touching the chair? So this is really good strength and balance work. Reach forward, lean forward, come up out of your chair, and then stand up. Bring your hands down. Don't let anyone move your chair. Chair is still there. Lean forward, bend your knees, and sit back down. It's always a worry that the chair has moved, but it hasn't. Roll your shoulders back. I like to say this is like you're bringing popcorn down to the TV room. You're holding your bowls of popcorn. You can get up and down without using your hands. This is really good. Basic strength building, really helpful. Roll your shoulders back. One more time, interlace your fingers, drop your shoulders, lift your chest, and take your arms up. And down. So we've got about a few minutes left. I wanted to show you something that I find super helpful. So if you have a scarf or a yoga belt, I'm going to show you something that you can use throughout the day. You put the strap right under your armpits, across your back, and then you toss it over each shoulder, and then behind you crisscross it. Once you've got that crisscross behind you, you pull down on the straps, and this helps open up your chest. And when you do this, the shoulder bones go back, the chest opens. It feels so good to relieve the tension we carry in the upper back. Some people like to kind of tie it and then they just wear it for a little while around the house. But you could just do this for a moment or two in your day. Pull down, lift your chest, and allow yourself to breathe. So we hunch over, we're caregiving, we're sitting at the computer, we're cooking, we're doing things in a forward position. So this really just helps open up your chest and allows you to breathe and relax. So maybe you have this on, or maybe you can figure this out and do this later. This is an excellent chest opener. And let's just end again in the chair, sitting. close your eyes and just listen. There's nothing you need to see now. Just place your palms on your thighs. Keep your head upright. Keep lengthening up through the crown of your head. And come back to the feeling of your breath. If you're congested, of course, breathe through your mouth, but otherwise breathe in and out through your nostrils. Taking in the sounds, maybe of this video or the sounds in your house. The movement of your breath. And as we all know, if you can think of something you're grateful for that can boost your feelings inside, helps boost your immunity, they say, to feel gratitude. Else, take in the beauty of these tulips, the beauty of this field. So everybody with dementia is different, of course, and so a routine that might work for one person with dementia might not work for somebody else. So it depends on their fitness level, their ability to follow instruction. What works sometimes for my mother is to be very interactive with her, and so for yoga for your loved one, it might be that you sit right in front of them and mimic the poses you'd like them to do, or even take hold of their hands. So when my mother was bedbound after fracturing her hip, sometimes I would just take a hand and move her hand back and forth, and so it got some movement coming into her shoulders. So you might find that if you have your loved one right in front of you, just interlace your fingers with theirs and just get into a gentle movement. If that doesn't work for you, doesn't work for your loved one, then maybe just sit in front and guide them through just some gentle arm movements. And I find that being pretty expressive with my face can help. You know, big smiles, raising my eyebrows sometimes helps. So just getting some movement in, and maybe telling stories. So turning your palms up like you're carrying heavy bowls, like you've got big heavy bowls in your hands. Can you lift those bowls? Oh, they're heavy. And then move your arms back. So again, opening the chest, taking the arms back like you've got big heavy bowls. You're carrying these bowls. Oh, they're so heavy. Rolling the shoulders back. And then, oh, what's that? There's a bird. Can you reach up? Can you find that bird up in the sky? Oh, look, there's a cloud. Can you reach up? And again, this might not work for everybody, but maybe you're telling a story, you're getting some movement, reaching up, looking up, taking hold. What can you take hold of? Reach up. And then some gentle twisting. What's behind you? Can you look and see? Turning. Oh, what's the other way? Can you turn and look? And so the movements might not be as precise, but you're getting some good movement in, twisting, turning, of course, watching out that you're not straining the neck. Now again, some of our care recipients are in a chair or maybe in a wheelchair, so maybe not able to get up, but Sometimes there are things they can do. You can do with a seated pose, a little bit of a walking, lifting each foot up one at a time, getting the legs moving. And then this is actually harder than you would think, but it's a good one to try, is to just straighten a leg straight out in front. So engaging these quadricep muscles, squeezing the quads, lifting your chest. So this is pretty good strength building. Put the right foot down, stretch the left leg out, push out through the heel, lift your chest. And this is something you might help your loved one with. Maybe they get their leg up just a little bit. Maybe you could assist. Get their leg a little bit higher, help them straighten the leg, lift your chest. And again, so you could do these a couple times. Helps to get circulation into the legs. And then one thing I really love, it always feels good, hold on to your leg, just hold it with your hands, and roll the foot around. So again, whether you've been on your feet all day or sitting, either way, rolling your foot, getting a stretch through the ankle, feels really good. Again, you might be barefoot or you have shoes on. And let's do the other leg. Hold your leg up, lean back. So again, every time try to lift your chest and roll your foot. And then another one, really good, a little challenging. Lift up, hold the leg, and now try to straighten the leg a little bit more. Lean back. So you're creating your own boat. This is called boat pose. And it's like you're leaning back, lifting the chest, pressing out, and however high you can get that leg is totally fine. And if you want to roll it again, the stretch will feel a little more intense when the leg is straight. Again, this feels so good, whether you've been sitting or standing. Put your foot down and let's try the other side. Always try to change the interlace of your fingers. Just a good mental exercise. Lean back, lift your chest, straighten the leg as much as you can, pressing out through the heel. Such a good stretch for the back of the leg. And then if you want to, a few more rolls. Chest and put the foot down. Okay, so I didn't show you in the first set, but maybe, again, if you are standing, if you're able to stand, you could do just a few standing poses where you have something to hold on to, and you could step your feet apart. Just stepping the feet apart is a nice stretch. Lift your chest. If you have good balance, take your arms out to the sides, turn your palms up, and reach up. Take a smooth breath in, exhale, and bring your arms back down. Again, if you have pretty good balance, turn your one foot, your left foot in, turn your right foot out. So this is a bumpy surface I'm on. Hopefully you're on a smooth surface. Lift your chest, and now bend this knee. So again, it doesn't have to be a big movement. Just opening up the front of the hip a little bit. And if you have your balance, you can reach out with your arms into a warrior pose. Hold on to something as you come back up and turn your toes. Again, this might be a little complicated depending on what you've got at home going on. Press the right foot, bend your left knee. You can stay here, or if you have your balance, reach out through arms, lift your chest, and you can look over your arm. Hold onto your chair, straighten your legs, turn your toes, and then step your feet back together. Stand up tall, roll your shoulders back, lift your chest. If this is all you can do, this is just so good. Just stand up tall, opening your chest. Let's take the arms out this time, up, and if your shoulders are tight, just stay here or stay here, totally fine. Or maybe one last time, all the way up, inhale, and bring your arms back down. So this is just a short sample, but you can see how you can get some movement in, get some breath in. If you can take your yoga practice outside, get a change of scene, get some fresh air, that would be really great. Or if you have just a quiet place in your house to sit 15 minutes, do some stretching, it will be so helpful. So thank you all for tuning in, and yeah.
Okay, we're going to give you all one more view. Very, very grateful to Tulip Town for lending us their field. They have been so good to us here at Dementia Support Northwest, and we appreciate their support. They do have their flower stand open up by the road, and you can order online. They have their Color for Courage going on, but Dementia Support Northwest is just so honored to have all of this local support. We are a nonprofit 501c3, and Denise, you are such a gift to us. Denise is also a keynote speaker at our fall conference, our Caregiver conference in the fall. So we will have this video play afterwards, so you guys can utilize this every day. Thank you again, Denise.